Come on, brother. It's a nice sunny day here in Texas. Just finished watching The Karate Kid, the legend, um, Lee
Bong.
Fong. Yeah,
Mhm.
actually, the poster right there behind you, man.
It's in the shot.
Yeah, you can see it, man. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
what we just finished watching, man. Let me get your take on it, man. Are you a fan of karate, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, any form of martial arts? Let me start there.
You talking about outside of the movie, just as a
Outside
form
of the
of?
movie, like,
Yeah. I've been trained. That was one thing that my parents made sure that I was trained at a very young age, up until my 20s.
okay, and
Kung Fu, Hung Gar.
yeah, because I was about to say I don't know which one you was talking
Mm-hmm.
about, but
Kung Fu.
that's better than nothing.
Mhm.
Now, Karate Kid, the legend. I don't think on your own dime you would have went to go see this on your own. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
So obviously you don't think this was made for you to get you to come see it.
I wouldn't have thought that prior to seeing it.
And now that you saw it,
Yeah, yeah, it was made. It was made for what an alternative life that my life could have been. This is the type of film that I would have brought the kiddies and the wife and the mother-in-law to
the family.
family.
Okay, cool. What did you think about Lee Fong compared to, I don't even remember the ones back in the day from the other Karate Kids. Like I am a fan of the first one, even though I haven't seen it in a while. A lot more than this. I like that kid a lot more. I don't know if because it's the first film. I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like Lee Fong compared to the other Karate Kids?
Well, I've never liked Ralph Macchiano's portrayal of it. I'm not one who ever enjoyed watching Caucasian American, or even African American, um, being the kung fu guy.
Oh yeah.
I I just think it looks better. I think an Asian body, an Asian person, an Asian personality, just the way they move, they just make it look better. It's just like I think black men look good playing basketball. You know what I mean? I think it's just something about the way black men like do it. It just visually looks good as opposed to the other races or genders.
Some may say that come off as a little stereotype there. Blacks can kick butt and learn kung fu too.
Yeah, I mean I know kung fu, but like I made sure that I always learn from an Asian person.
Okay.
I never there was a ton of schools that we could have gone to, and I remember at a very young age I was like, I don't want to go to the school where there was a white guy teaching it. I went to a school where a white guy taught me athletics on how to train and jog and you know do exercises and jump rope and stuff like that, but mostly, yeah, Asian art, Asian seafood master teacher.
I can dig that.
Oh, but as far as the other characters are concerned, yeah. So
Yes.
Ralph Macchiano is LaRusso's character. Wasn't a fan of his. Wasn't a fan of Jaden Smith at all. Like at all.
Nope.
Like that was just. I don't even know. Though it would have been cool if he was in this one. It would have been cool if he like did some kind of cameo in it. But whatever.
No.
Um, but yeah, this particular guy, even though I'm not really impressed with his acting, um, he had this reality of cockiness about him that I think is his true personality. that was coming off on camera, where I don't think that was his character's personality. Though he was a charming guy, that he was believable that he could get the girl. But I liked him better than I liked the other ones.
Oh, you did. I would. I didn't. I
Mm,
was. I'm a little surprised. I didn't feel that it was nothing. I didn't feel that there was a big risk when it came to the fight. When it came to him and the big match at the end. Even Jaden Smith, you don't like that one as much as this one. Even the one before that, I felt leading up to the fight, it was more at stake. It was more at risk. You feel that way, or you thought this was just as big when it came to the big fight at the end?
I One of the reasons I'm not a fan of Karate Kid is the stuff outside of the fighting. So to be honest with you, I wasn't really paying too much of attention to that part. I just wanted to see fight scenes. Like that was the only thing I was really concentrating on. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to see um, fight scenes. But one thing that I think, kind of to your point, is that they didn't leave any room for surprise. So when you saw him do the kick that he didn't perfect just yet
At the beginning,
at the beginning,
yeah,
you knew that that's going to be the kick at the
you're
end,
just waiting on the kick. It's
waiting on the
coming.
kick. When you saw the guy who he was fighting, the guy who was kind of the mean kid
Yeah.
fighter, um, you knew that he was going to be a problem throughout the whole thing. Though they surprised me at the end that the kid actually bowed, you know, and gave respect to the fight.
Do
So,
you think it was because of the audience that this is for?
right,
I didn't think
right.
any. It was they left no surprises at all. Like
Mm-hmm.
the kick, the relationship with the girl, it felt
Right.
all high schoolish.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing past 22.
The producer for this film, um, she's done a lot of kid movies. She's produced a lot of kids movies, so you can tell that her influence was all through it. Rosenfeld is her last name. I can't remember what her first name is, but she's done like um, the Twilight series, so all of the Twilight. So and then I noticed that in the actual theater, that it was like children, but sitting all behind me. You
Yeah,
know,
it was kids in there.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was a lot of 8, 12, years old. It was adults in there too, but uh, so I think it was written for kids, for young adults also. So that made it to where you had to make it understandable. You
what
know.
what's your take on the dad? I
Mm,
thought it was a little too much for the dad when he say train me. I have a fight coming up.
mm-hmm.
The young kid, I don't know what grade he's in, but he's in high school,
Right,
coaching him up.
right.
I feel like it's a during that scene. I thought about an old retired Rocky
Mm-hmm.
coming back to train Apollo.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
was like, this kid is
yeah.
so young, and then he get hurt, and they got to go to
Right.
the hospital, and I'm like, they're looking at this high schooler
Mm-hmm.
to what? Be responsible for rolling him in a hospital? So
Mm-hmm.
what's your take during that scene?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of references to Rocky in this film. Um, so it was interesting that you said that. And then the dad is to be honest with you, that was a story, and like they could have gone with it in my opinion. Like he being somebody who was trained in Beijing, the kid being somebody who was trained and who actually could fight. You know, maybe he wasn't as skilled enough to fight the other kid, because that other kid was just faster. You know what I mean? And he was more intense with it. But to be able to like get bullies or you know, hoodlums, you know, yeah, we believe that he could definitely win. So when the father asked, I was kind of shocked, because that's not what I read about the story. So I was like, oh, are they gonna? Did I misunderstand it? Did I misread it? Is he gonna train him, and this guy is gonna be like the karate, and it's not Karate Kid? But it kind of goes back into what I was saying about the this is a future project to talk about sequels. Is that if they did that, it would have been okay. It's same story. The lead actor is not so much in it, and it gives credit to another actor who's gonna be the lead.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
I could feel you that.
Mhm.
And the daughter,
Mhm.
you know, obviously he gets the girl at the end.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the winner.
yeah.
He's the champion.
Right.
Obviously she's a young actress. I
Yeah.
haven't seen her in nothing else, but probably up and coming. What you think about her?
Yeah, I haven't, I did a little background on her, and just to see if I saw her in anything, and she wouldn't have been in anything that I would have watched. She's been in a lot of stuff. Uh despite her age, but she hasn't been in anything that I watched. She was very attractive. She was believable. I believe she was a great. I liked her acting and ability to act and ability to. My score with acting comes with when I see two people. It's not pretty much
When they by
when
themselves.
they by themselves. That's why I don't really judge like actors like Will Smith too much, because a lot of his on screen is him doing it by himself.
He is alone.
Yeah.
Just him.
It's just him. And there's acting in that. Don't get me wrong, but how I judge it, where if I like if your actor is what you give to the other person and what you receive from the other person. And she was good. I really believe that she was a daughter of that guy. I believe that she had genuine interest in this kid, in spite they were two different cultures and everything, that she was wanting to get. One thing I didn't really understand, and this is more of a story, was the little moment that she had with the guy at the carnival.
At the carnival, yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird for them to put that in there, but it was honest. Like nobody's around. I don't see anybody, and I am kind of a different person. When no, if Lee was here, I would have not done any of that. Got that close to this guy, but he's not here. I'm in my feelings. It's romantic. The vibe is here. That was the only little scene I was just like kind of weird about.
Okay. Your take on the cameo at the end with the other coach from I don't think he was from
He's in Cobra Kai, right?
I will be guessing.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember, but
Okay.
I remember obviously he's a lot older.
Yeah.
Needed, cool to have. Throw a little history in there.
Right. I like if you know, you know. But if you don't know,
you know.
wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So when
Right.
I saw him, me being somebody who watched the original in the 80s, not to give my age too much away, but to watch that and then to see him, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, don't nobody know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? Like all these
If you know, you know.
Yeah.